In 2015, Train released their album Christmas in Tahoe, an album they've revisited for its 10th anniversary. Train's lead singer Pat Monahan joins us to talk about writing original Christmas music, how best to cover a classic, and all things Christmas for this episode of Behind the Christmas Hits.
Behind the Christmas Hits with Drew Savage.
Train had their first top 20 hit in 1998 with Meet Virginia, but it was Drops of Jupiter in 2001 that really put them on top. As we record this, Train will do a 25th anniversary tour for that song and album next summer with Barenaked Ladies and Matt Nathanson. Along the way to recording more than a dozen albums and releasing 34 singles to date, Train released their Christmas album in 2015, Christmas in Tahoe. To talk about it and the three new songs added to the album for its anniversary edition, lead singer Pat Monahan is with us for this episode of Behind the Christmas Hits.
Happy anniversary. How's it feel to know that, with all the Christmas music that's out there, you guys made something that people want to revisit or even discover every year at Christmas time?
It's pretty cool. It's actually mine and my family's favorite Christmas record to listen to, even though it's my voice. I think the choice of songs is really lovely for people because we have, several originals on there, but also a bunch of standards and even non-standards that are covers, like from the band that people aren't as familiar with, but they sound great.
That was actually one of the songs that I wanted to talk to you about. As a Canadian, I must compliment your choices of Canadian songwriters to cover.
Well, there were some amazing ones. Bryan Adams, man, he's still amazing.
Brian's great, and Joni Mitchell, of course. A number of different artists have done an interpretation of River over the years. But Christmas Must Be Tonight, the Robbie Robertson band song, that's one you don't hear as often. What was it about that song that really kind of spoke to you?
My music director, keyboard guitarist, Jerry Becker, found that song, and he sent it to me, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely got to be one of them.
It's an absolute classic. And before we talk about the new editions, a couple of other questions about the original release. First, is there a Christmas song more fun to sing than Donne Hathaway's "This Christmas"?
No, there's not a more fun song.
Shake Up Christmas by this band Train is pretty fun too. But Donne Hathaway,
that's also pretty fun. But man, trying to be anywhere close to as good as Donne Hathaway is very challenging, but it's such a great, beautiful song.
How do you decide what themes to explore through that Christmas lens when you're writing new Christmas music?
You got to talk about mistletoe. You got to talk about Santa Claus. It's there's no real formula, but there's so many things that you can talk about. But I think relationships are always the core of any song, whether it's about Christmas or about a breakup or whatever you want. It's all about some relationship. And so these three songs are definitely about relationships during Christmas.
Did they start off as relationship songs, or did they start off as let's write a Christmas song?
Well, I think one of the first things I can remember is there was a lyric that I just kept singing, "He's on his way," just about Santa, and basically asking Santa to bring me someone who will love me right. And that's just basically, we looked at covering other people's songs, but it's so, it's been done so many hundreds, if not thousands of times, there's not, why would you listen to our version of White Christmas if there's 400 others that are, so incredible?
Under the Christmas Moonlight, one of the three new songs, Rainy New York Christmas. I live in Vancouver. We get a lot of those, but Rainy New York Christmas is one of the other new songs. And Let's Stay In Tonight. What is your idea of a perfect stay-in night around Christmas? People are usually kind of running around all over the place at Christmas, but if you want to stay in at Christmas, what's the perfect night for a stay-in Christmas?
Well, I'm originally from Erie, Pennsylvania. So it would have to do with snow and being snowed in and having a fireplace and just being with the people that you want to be with. That's the perfect, I got to be at home for Christmas kind of moment.
You're a West Coast guy now. Do you miss the snow? Do you like to revisit snow for like a day or two and then you're happy to kind of leave it behind?
Yeah. I know snow too well to like think of it romantically. I do like to have some moments of snow sports, but 2-3 days tops, and then back on regular freeways without ice and salt. Like, I prefer that. It seems like Vancouver, Seattle have been getting more Alaska weather. And like San Francisco is starting to get Seattle weather. It's raining more there. It's snowing a little more here in Vancouver, like maybe 2-3 times a year, right? And it'll stay for a couple of weeks.
The first couple of winters that I've been in Vancouver for 22 years now. And the first couple of winters here, I don't think we had snow on the ground for more than like a day or two. I remember the first time it snowed and they literally closed the downtown mall at 3 p.m. And as like an Ontario guy, I was like, what is going on? But that was before I knew that people in Vancouver are not terribly comfortable driving in snow. What are Seattle drivers like?
The difference really is the amount of hills that are significant in Vancouver as opposed to Ontario.
Yes. I didn't live on a mountain when they were. Or the mall is not on the mountain itself, but still, I mean, it is a thing. Snow on the West Coast. Are Seattle drivers good in the snow or not so much?
No, not so much.
No. Okay. Yeah, it's a West Coast thing. Christmas in Tahoe, 10 years. I mean, part of the journey of this album was turning it into a Hallmark Christmas movie a couple years ago. I do find the Hallmark Christmas movie machine so interesting. They make so many of them here.
We shot most of it in Canada.
Okay. Was it Toronto or Vancouver that you were in?
Nope. We were in Vancouver for half of it, and then we were in what is the incredible ski resort that I'm blanking on?
Like in British Columbia? Whistler?
Is it Whistler? Yeah.
If you stayed in BC, it would be Whistler.
Yeah, we were in Whistler for maybe 10 days.
As an executive producer, I mean, you were in the movie, obviously, as well, but as an executive producer, do you have input on the story that was put together? No? Okay.
No, executive producer means nothing. It's like, I think it's just to make me feel better.
Maybe an extra paycheck or extra...
No,
okay, not even that.
Maybe an extra cup of coffee.
What was it from being inside that Hallmark Christmas movie machine? What was it like? What was your experience with that process?
It was really great. And I think the greatness came from all of the Canadians that were such a big part of us making that movie. They were very smart, knew how. I mean, this was during COVID shutdown, so getting over the border was not as easy as it should be or could be. And they just made it, very easy to shoot this movie. Everyone was super pro, but also very kind.
Any thoughts on doing another one?
Yeah. Well, George Lopez is in it because I said, George, he's been a good friend for a long time. I was like, how do you feel about making almost $0 and getting to the hardest place in the world to get to spend 2 days on a movie? And he was like, I've been dreaming of this moment. But George and I have talked that we would love to shoot another one where the two of us maybe have left the hotel that we were working at and pursue, maybe he's my music manager or something. But we're trying to figure it out because we also need a bunch of young people to have the romance part,
Details. Somebody will come from a small town and you'll run into them and they'll be reunited with somebody from their past. It's such a simple formula, but oh my God, the hit rate on these things is phenomenal. Like every single one of them is a smash.
You know what? You're guaranteed everything's going to work out.
Yes. That happy holiday ending that everybody's
There's no
looking for.
horrific ending coming your way at all.
Has there been any thought, and maybe you did around the time of the album's original release, and I'm just kind of blanking on it, but, with the success of this album and now the new additions, any thoughts about doing like a Christmas-specific tour with the band?
We've talked about it. It's, I don't, we've done a few Christmas shows in the past, but it's very expensive. And what I learned from those shows is that unlike is it Steamroller? Am I saying that right?
Steamroller.
So unlike them, because they play, they're so well known for Christmas songs, and we have a Christmas album, but we also have, 12 other albums that these Christmas shows end up being like 4 Christmas songs because everybody wants to hear everything else. And so it doesn't end up really being a big Christmas event.
Makes sense. I mean, but so many greats, as you say, Christmas originals and your spin on some Christmas classics. What do you, when you do, and I take your point about White Christmas that you made earlier, but when you do decide, when you were picking the songs to cover, some maybe hidden gems, some of the others very popular and very well known. How do you, as a band, how do you make those classics that people know so well? How do you make them your own?
Well, choosing the right key for my voice is crucial in any song, whether we're writing it or covering somebody's song, because we all of us dumb singers, we have kind of a sweet spot. So that's the key is, like, I can't sing high like Mariah Carey, so we'd probably want to take that down a half of a step or something. But there are other people like Bing Crosby that I don't want to sing that low, so we would change the key, maybe go up a couple of steps. So that's the biggest part of any Christmas song. I think Donne Hathaway and I share a similar range, so I think we kept that in the same key.
What is you said you and your family, your favorite Christmas album is Christmas in Tahoe, as it should be. Beyond your own, what is, or maybe it includes your own, what is your Mount Rushmore of Christmas music? 4 songs that really define the season for you.
Well, when I was a kid, I don't remember if I had even heard Nat Cole's version of it, but I saw Mel Torme on a PBS special playing the Christmas song because he wrote it. And I just really fell in love with the man and that song. So that would definitely be up there. I think Donne Hathaway's This Christmas for sure. Something with Bing Crosby, probably White Christmas. And something with Ella Fitzgerald. She's the greatest singer of all time. So whatever she would want to sing.
Where her version of Winter Wonderland is spectacular. I think that's a pretty solid collection right there. Ella Fitzgerald, Bing Crosby, Mel Torme / Nat King Cole, and Donne Hathaway. I think that's a pretty tip-top list there. Growing up in Erie, Pennsylvania, what was the toy or gift that Pat Monahan wanted the most when he was 7-8 years old?
I don't remember. There were G.I. Joes and Hulks and things like that. Big Wheels. Big Wheel was a really cool item for me back in the day. Those were my younger years. And then I remember when I was about maybe 13, I didn't. So I didn't get a gift that I thought I was going to get. And so I pouted during Christmas. And my mom, she was pretty bummed out at me. And that was my last ever not being grateful. I just needed my mom to be disappointed in me, and it worked.
I think you and I are about the same age. So when you were talking Big Wheels and Hulks and stuff like that, I had a flashback to an Oscar Goldman action figure from the $6 Million Man, which I think around that.
I'm familiar with that
as well. Christmas in Tahoe was turned into a Hallmark movie, which we already have talked about. But in terms of other Christmas movies, what Christmas movie do you think you've seen more than any other?
A Christmas Vacation. And even when that song plays, I just get happy. I never watched it as much as I do since I've been with my wife. It's their Christmas movie. But I could watch Elf continuously. I heard this great story. We were just in New York doing TV and stuff, and we went to the top of the Empire State Building to do some social media things. And there was a woman who was at the very top who's she's security, but she's mostly just a greeter. She was super lovely. And I found out that about maybe a year after Elf was out, that Will Ferrell, in the month of May, went to the Empire State Building And this woman who's been there for 30 years, she saw Will in the elf costume, and she called security to get him out because she was like, there's a crazy person in the Empire State Building. And then they were like, honey, that's Will Ferrell. Like, he can do whatever he wants. And so whenever Will goes to the Empire State Building, he goes and finds her and gives her a big hug because he thought that was a great time.
That's fantastic. What's on your holiday schedule for this year? How are you and family spending the holidays?
We will have Christmas at home, and then my family and I will fly to Oahu and spend New Year's there. For me, I would rather just be home for the next 6 months. But, my family, they haven't traveled as much as I do, so they would like to go places.
Well, I mean, those are good places to go. So enjoy your travels, enjoy your holidays. Congratulations on the 10th anniversary of Christmas in Tahoe and the 3 new songs that are out now with the re-release of the album Under the Christmas Moonlight, Rainy New York Christmas, and Let's Stay In Tonight. And I guess we'll see you on the road with the Barenaked Ladies and Matt Nathanson come summertime.
Yeah, how do you like that Canadian combination? That's going to be fun.
Pretty solid lineup there, Pat. Thank you so much.
Great.
Happy
Thank
holidays,
you, Drew.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. See ya.
I'm Drew Savage. You can find me on Instagram at Drew Savage on Air. If you enjoyed this conversation with Pat Monahan, please leave us a rating and review. It does help other people find the show. And before you go, please hit subscribe so you never miss a story behind the Christmas hits.